Welcome to Emotional Labour. This is a show where we do the discourse so you don't have to. I'm joined today by
Jason Patel.
You may recognize Jason from films like Unicorns, The Break, Visible. You were on several best performances lists recently. Why aren't brown people trying hard enough to become actors?
I think that question is slightly redundant. Brown people are trying to be actors. It's just in the world that we live in, it's very difficult to get the opportunities because people feel like we don't carry a price tag or that we're a risk to have on screen, that people don't want to watch our work. And I'm a testament to the fact that people do want to watch our work. And I think there is a lot of stuff that is changing, but I definitely think it's not that brown people aren't trying to be actors, it's that they're not getting the chance.
I heard from a casting director that there just aren't any brown people out there. So isn't that what it is? There's just not enough of us.
I think that's lazy research. There is tons of brown people out there. There is a community of us. There's even pages to find them and collectives and groups. You can tell me afterwards which casting director said that. We're not something to just check on a box. How can someone say that we're not out there? That's just rubbish. That's just laziness.
I got a message in a similar vein from a promoter who was like, why aren't there any female DJs? I don't know any. There can't be any out there. There's just not enough women into it. Almost every DJ I know personally, IRL, is a woman. Skill issue.
You think it's a skill issue?
Yeah.
I don't think that. I know so many incredible female DJs. I just think that people are not doing their due diligence in looking in the right places.
That's what I mean by the skill issue.
Oh, yes. But I think it's just a way of saying that you don't care.
Shouldn't we coddle white people?
I don't think we should coddle anyone.
Okay, but especially not white people.
I don't think that's a fair thing to say, that we need to like it's one over the other, because I'm not that sort of person to create a rift between people. I think it's better to bring it together. I understand that there's privilege there.
I love riffs. I love division, personally.
Everyone's circles are different. How can we support each other in that you don't actually have this issue anymore? You can find these people and you can discover this amazing talent that's out there.
For sure. Yes, because they're all engineers and doctors in it.
Yeah, of course, they're obviously all engineers and doctors. Myself included. I'm an engineer, doctor, and pharmacist.
Real. I'm an engineer, doctor, and priest. Yeah. Those are the options that my mum gave. She was like, you got to pick one. I was like 4 years old.
Why do one when you can do them all?
Why do any of them when you could just be a tranny? That's what I do.
Exactly.
Like, having your parents be proud of you is overrated.
Is it? I don't think you need, like, validation from anyone.
Maybe I'm just coping.
Maybe. I don't know what to say to that. I don't necessarily put it just down to casting, because you can't speak for all casting directors. Their briefs are what their briefs are. It's a bigger issue than just from the casting director.
Where does the buck stop?
Who finances project? Who produces them? And,
white people.
Commissioning bodies.
White bodies.
I guess so. Majority. Not always. Not necessarily, like, versed in this as much as I would like to be, but I also try not to be, because it hinders my creative process as a human. People think that this will sell, bring people into the cinema, which is sadly dying out. We're a desired product. I don't have the answer, but I'm willing to go on the search to find out and engage in that discussion. We should be continuing to push to have those leads. There is a change happening. Now I'm meeting peers in this industry. Ria Kansara, Mitu Ari, Varada, Hannah Kallick Brown, my friend Nina Singh, Daz, myself, Sasha Dewan, James Krishna Floyd, Sagaradia, I love him. The list just does not stop. I'm gonna pose this down the barrel. If you are a South Asian creative, let's all come together. We're stronger in numbers. We can learn from each other and redefine what it is to be a South Asian person in the Western world, because we're so cool. Let's really own it together. Stop caring about what other people think and let's blossom, honey.
One of your upcoming projects is going to be scored by Hans Zimmer.
That's exciting, isn't it? Kind of wild what a legend they are. And
they are. Are they non-binary?
I just like saying them as like their work. I think Hans Zimmer, musician, is not just him. It's a collective of people that make the work.
You're gendering him.
Yeah, why not? Good way to acknowledge, yeah, really proud to be a part of it.
Can you show me the expression that you'll make when this sound plays?
It's a reaction. It's kind of it's chilling. Quite frightening. Sounds like that in Birdie.
Can't wait to see that. So your dad owned pub?
Yes, that's where I got a lot of my music inspiration. We would have these CD folders and like I won't get rid of them, and that's where I discovered people like Britney Spears and Prince and Queen. We'd have like Christmas in the pub. Everyone was playing music and people do karaoke. I was a child and I didn't realise how amazing that experience was. Community, what music does to people, not just myself.
Did you learn how to throw people out of pubs at a young age?
No, but I did learn how to drink. I did have a WKD. naughty.
Naughty. What age?
Oh God, I don't know. Well, I do. Very young age. A very young age. My dad used to tell me that my grandma,
19.
yeah, when they wouldn't go to sleep or they were really loud, my grandma used to put like a finger in some whiskey or brandy and like put it in their mouth so they would get drunk and go to sleep.
I think my nan did that.
I don't know if my mum and dad did that to me, but like maybe they did.
Worried that they did that to me.
First experience.
Maybe that's why I have substance control issues.
Maybe.
I think it's their fault.
It's always everyone else's fault, it's never ours. The first step is acknowledging, understanding your past and becoming at peace with it. That's tea.
That's tea as hell.
Yeah, because there's no alcohol in it.
Keeping it halal in Ramadan. The sun's just gone down.
What do you need to eat?
I'm Catholic.
Oh, I love how chaotic this is.
What's going on with white bisexuals?
I don't know. We should have them on to answer this question.
I don't want to speak to them.
What is going on with white bisexuals? Maybe finding their freedom, discovering who they are. Be loud and proud about your bisexuality.
Don't be too loud.
Yeah.
I don't like hearing white people get too loud. It scares me.
Don't hate. You can't hate on white people.
Be loud? Yeah, I can. They're scary. You know what they've done.
Well, not we can't generalize, but yeah.
I'll generalize. It's okay. You don't have to.
I love everyone. I'm not like one like that. So maybe I was the wrong person to bring on here. I don't know what's going on with the white bisexuals. We'll find out in time. But what's going on with non-white bisexuals?
No one ever asked that.
Why not? That's the question we should be posing.
Made you think?
Actually, it does make me think.
You sung live in Unicorns.
Yeah.
So in that way, you're very similar to Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, that is so kind that you said that. Their performance at the Oscars was just sensational. Cynthia is my sister in my head, and we have parallel lives. So I got named as the Trailblazer by Attitude Magazine, and Cynthia Erivo was also on that list of 10 people for film, TV, and music. And I literally was praying the night before, I hope she's there. I knew she wasn't going to be there. I hope she's there. I hope she's there. Sadly, she wasn't. But I'm sure there's a point in our lives that we will meet and we will hug, probably cry. I hope that we sing together some great old musical theatre tune. Work.
You also had to pull a Tom Cruise to get to the audition.
I was doing a musical in the Lake District. There was loads of train strike, and I checked my email. It was like, my train's cancelled. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Crying. Called my dad, and he was like, okay, do you want me to pick you up? Yes, please. So they drove from Manchester to Lancaster, picked me up, and took me back 2 o'clock in the morning. I slept for 1 hour like this, got on a train to Birmingham, because it was the only train that was available. Got to Birmingham. I just stood there on the platform waiting. Raggedy hair, done my makeup on the train. The train pulled up, got on it, and it was so slow, but I ended up in London. The casting director met me on 1 hour sleep, did this audition, got to Lancaster, got off the train, got in a taxi to the venue, changed clothes, and got on stage and sung my first line.
Show must go on.
I slept 1 hour for like 36 hours. If they didn't offer me the job, I'd be like, I'll do anything, like, I don't know, pick up the rubbish. That moment, honey, I knew I just needed the words to come out of their mouth, and they said it, and my jaw did not move for like 45 minutes. Wild.
Lockjaw.
Lockjaw, yeah. And that doesn't happen very often. I'm quite limber. I don't want to say divine timing, but I'm like a big believer in the universe, astrology, how I align myself with that in my body. That really was something that I'd worked towards, and it was like my big bang in that sense. People say I'm manifesting this. They just expect something to happen, and I'm not that sort of person. I'm very much a go-getter. Put something out, I'll speak it into existence, work toward a goal, put the steps in place. If you don't ask, you don't get. I've always been like that in my life, and I think that's what's made me a really good person, because sorry, not a really good person. It's just gave me the skills that I've wanted to have, what I wanted to do. Like, no one knew. My parents didn't know how to do any of this. They sacrificed and worked 7 days a week so I could go to some drama classes, piano lessons, singing lessons. They really sacrificed their life so that I could do this, and that's something that I really appreciate. I don't come from a privileged background, but I know that I was privileged in the sense that I knew what I wanted to do from when I was a young kid. So many people in this world that don't have that privilege, and I actually inspired my cousin to be an actor, so...
In your school nativity, you were one of the 3 wise men.
They wouldn't let me play Joseph because I wasn't white, but also because a boy was called Joseph in our class, and so they thought, let Joseph play Joseph.
First Nepo baby, first of any.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now, but...
Fuck you, Joseph.
No, my drama school teacher told me there are no small parts, just small minds. I was never the lead at drama school, and it's a really good lesson because it's not about you, it's about the story. One line, honey, you can steal the show.
If you were white, you would be in the story, and you would probably have more lines.
Lives men are a part of the story. I had a great costume.
I didn't do shit. They just got me and the other 2 Filipino kids to just like stand on the line. It's a waste of time.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, it is what it is. I'm sure things are changing.
Nativity scene.
Well, childhood casting, I guess.
Would you send your kids to auditions from like age of 3?
I want to make sure that they feel comfortable like making mistakes or trying things. I always want them to try things. Just not raisins, because I don't like raisins.
You don't want them to try raisins?
My kids will not be eating raisins.
How are they going to live a full balanced life?
Don't know, they'll eat grapes. Just not raisins.
Cruel and unusual punishment there.
Do you like raisins?
Not that much, but I think kids love it.
It's a party here.
Kids have the little boxes. It's such a...
No.
You know, like Margaret Thatcher, the milk snatcher, you're the raisin snatcher.
I'm not the raisin snatcher, I'm just the raisin deterrer. I don't want to snatch raisins from anyone. Keep them in that corner. You eat them for me.
Jason's coming for your raisins.
I'm going to do this to the day I die, whether people like it or not. Whether people want to cast me or not. If someone is not going to write me into the narrative, I will write myself, honey. If you don't want me to have a seat at the table, honey, I will go up the tree. I am a descendant of farmers, honey. I will literally harvest the crops and I will make a table and my own chairs and feed everyone.
Pick up the Gujarati farmers.
Just because I wasn't born there doesn't mean that I don't know where I come from. You know, when you're like, I need to appropriate or whitewash myself. I've done that. I went to predominantly white schools. When I was at drama school, I was like, my teacher was like, what are you going to do? There's not many Asian playwrights or playwrights that are not white. She was like, you should write some stuff. And then I went on this journey of discovering my culture. There's so much that your parents and your family can tell you why we don't eat beef or why we don't do this or why we don't do that. And I just like fell in love with the diaspora. Do homework. I'm not one for like just shoving blame on people. We're all responsible.
There's someone who's extremely whitewashed, as in I'm literally Wasian.
I've never had that, Wasian.
Wasian? You never heard of Wasian?
No.
We're fucking everywhere. Olivia Rodrigo.
Wasian?
Yeah.
She doesn't say that though.
But she should.
I will leave that decision up to her.
We'll leave up to the Wasian delegation to decide her fate. It is kind of a skill issue to not get engaged with your culture. I think it is a choice.
Not everyone has that opportunity.
I have never had the opportunity.
We all have the opportunity to read a book, find things out.
Make Tamil friends, make brown friends.
It really informed my music. Chocolafied was really born out of me really loving the colour of my skin. And that makes me really emotional because there's so many people who get trampled and shamed for the colour of their skin. On the other side of the spectrum, there is this big culture of tanning and sunbeds and injection to make your skin the same colour as mine, if not darker. That's when I was like, no, I'm chocolafied, honey. Like, you want to be me. I want to bite my skin and be like, bitch, like this is like galaxy chocolate cookie crumble.
I get you, but if like a white man ever said that to me, I'm killing him and not myself.
No, but it's not for someone else. It's for us. And like, I always feel like brown people like feel like they can't feel sexy. And I'm like, why not, honey? Like, grab a glass of wine or like a non-alcoholic drink and sit in the bath and touch yourself and listen to my songs. Like, that's what my songs do.
You're talking about music as a sexual catharsis.
Yeah, I look in the mirror and I was like, damn, Jason, you're so sexy. I want everyone to be able to feel good, and that shouldn't be a privilege. I would love to work with Simone Ashley, Sandhya Suri, Gita Kubatu, Tinj Krishnan, Mira Sayal, plethora of people. I don't want to work with them because of their name. I want to work with people doing something different, people that give you fire. I didn't come here to do average shit. I came here to be iconic. I was born on all threes, the 3rd of the 3rd at 3:33, and my name spells out Jason from July, August, September, October, November. I was born in July 3rd. So I was destined for greatness. People can say what they want about it. Are you Aquarius?
No, I'm evil. Eviler than that.
Scorpio, Gemini.
Yeah, I'm the most Gemini person to ever exist.
I don't know what Geminis are like.
Donald Trump, Boris Johnson, Azalea Banks, Kanye West, Prince. Prince has my birthday.
Does he?
I know you want to pay Prince for their biopic
Oh
potentially.
my god!
Just squealed.
Yes! Yes! Yes, I want to play Prince. Whether people will want me to play Prince is a different thing, but I honestly will dedicate my entire being to that. I'll spend years. I can't play guitar. There was no left-handed teacher where I grew up.
Who's your least favourite drag queen?
Tyra Sanchez.
Season 1, all the way
I
back.
think it's season 2. Just not a nice person.
You didn't say Scarlett Adams from Down Under. Did blackface about 10 different times.
I don't watch Down Under. I want to watch Drag Race Philippines. Global All-Stars, the best one.
Cuntiest nation.
The Filipino people are the loveliest people I've ever met.
Have you ever seen the video of gay boys versus lesbians basketball game in the Philippines?
No.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, show me after we finish this.
Not to downplay the reality of homophobia in the Philippines, of
Yeah, I'm
course,
not gonna downplay
but
it.
I do think that either they're all gay or they just don't think that every boy over the age of 14 being able to sing 3 different Beyonce songs off rip perfectly is heterosexual. I don't know if they've worked that into their gender role of man. That's cool. But I think possibly they're just gay.
It's a great way to redefine the modern masculinity.
T.
Now we're ready to just get wild. Not the gun signs.
We're going to murder some people.
Dream delicious.
Emotional labor.
Emotional labor.
Time ago, got the money, gonna rule the world. Say I love a taxi, spin a table wheel. Oh, you think I'm lying? Money on the fist, you get the idea.